I was beaten up by a psychiatrist. He slapped me on my face.
Somebody
Yes.
has a mental health disorder. Oh, sorry. Do you have any mental health challenges you're comfortable sharing?
Yes, yes, I'm born with these challenges. To enjoy the highs, why not lows? So what happens eventually is the intensity of low feeling will get reduced because you're enjoying it. Enjoying as in you're not like dancing with the lows. So basically, Ananya, meditation is a process where you will learn how to focus and how to delete the unnecessary and unwanted thoughts or impulses. It's like more imploring rather than exploring. Got it?
Right.
So meditation mein pehla thing is that you focus on your breath. There are again breathing exercises as well, diaphragmatic breathing, pursued lip breathing, and glossopharyngeal breathing. These might also you can add up in the meditation. These are karungali beads. So each bead,
Okay.
whenever I finish one breath, I'll roll the bead.
Okay.
Again, दूसरा breath के लिए
Okay.
again I'll roll. So by this way, there are total 108 beads,
Okay.
and total 108 times I'll roll it.
Hey there, this is Ananya. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about mental health with my friend Amitesh here. So Amitesh, thank you for joining me. And first, tell me, how are you feeling? Like really?
I'm feeling great today.
Why?
Why? As in, there's a certain amount of change that happened in my life recently, and I feel like I'm doing good,
Okay.
if not great. Yeah.
That's great. Okay. So next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your mental health lately?
I'd say somewhere around 7 to 8 by 10.
Okay.
Let's go with 8 by 10.
8 by 10. And why is that? Like, how are you maintaining 8?
Maintaining 8 as in being damn busy.
Okay.
Not giving time for thinking about anything,
No overthinking.
no overthinking, thinking about anything sad or depressed. That way, I think maybe I'm managing somehow.
Okay, that's good. The next question. Do you have any mental health challenges you're comfortable sharing?
Yes, yes, I'm born with these challenges. So, to be true, I think I was having this kind of issues with attention and focus since my childhood.
Is it ADHD?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm not completely diagnosed as such, but I have some symptoms that show that I kind of
Might
like have ADHD traits, if you ask me. So I kind of felt it hard to focus on anything,
Okay.
and I find it very hard to listen to people sometimes.
Okay.
I'll be easily distracted with any kind of sounds.
Okay.
So it will be like people might think that I'm not listening to them. People might think that I'm not paying attention to their situation or their emotions. In that way, I've lost a lot of people as well.
Okay.
So yeah, these are challenges. Of course, these are there. At the same time, whenever I need to focus, then definitely my mind will be going into the hyper focus mode where I'll do things which
Like
an
laser
ordinary
focus.
yeah, like laser focus. So for example, if an ordinary me,
Yes.
if I have to do a work for 8 hours, my hyper focus mind sometimes does it in like 1 hour or 2 hours, 2 hours or
Right.
something. Yeah,
That sounds so much like ADHD. Do you know that?
it is.
Like no focus and hyper focus.
Yes, I'll be shuttling between no focus and hyper focus.
There's no in between.
No in between.
Right.
That's what my name says.
Okay. So you need to get diagnosed if you have ADHD or not. If you need to check that with doctor maybe. If that bothers you.
Maybe. As of now, I'm considering this as, neurodivergence, right?
Yes.
Uh,
I am
so,
a neurodivergent, so obviously.
us, bro. So, ADHD and other neurodivergent, I can't call it conditions or disorders. the kind
I don't like to call it disorder as well. It's people call it superpower. People call ADHD as a superpower, right? There are many creative people, many successful people who have ADHD, bipolar disorder. Van Gogh had bipolar disorder. Bill Gates has ADHD, and there are Einstein had ADHD. So there are multiple people who are very successful in what they're doing. They have all these. They call what they call disorders. So I really don't like to call it disorders. I like to call it neurodivergent. Like our minds work differently, our brains work differently. That's
just
it.
that we are not normal in a sense that we are just different. It's not like we are having some kind of disorder.
Exactly.
So that's the point that I want people to know about the
Right,
spectrum
right.
disorders, be it autism or ADHD or bipolar disorder.
Right.
So yeah, I think people should be more aware of these concepts as well.
People are not even aware of all these concepts. I once I told a guy that I have ADHD, I have bipolar disorder, and you have no idea what he said.
What did he say?
He said, bipolar? What is bipolar? I have heard of bisexual. I have never heard of bipolar. Can you imagine that? Like, they have absolutely no idea. He's like, he doesn't know about insomnia either. He's like, you're throwing me some random shits I don't even know about, like insomnia, bipolar, ADHD. What do they mean? He's like that. So in India, I feel like there's a lack of mental health awareness, right? You are the only person in my friend circle who are aware of all these things very well. Except that most of the people, they get to know from me because I have these things, so they get to know from
I
me.
have
Yeah.
this, so that's why even I know that.
Yeah.
If you ask any layman, they might be thinking that what are these fancy names,
Yes.
or what kind of things are these? Are these, like, there is this saying that a lot of people think that mental health disorders are some fancy names,
Yeah.
which doesn't make any sense, and only pharma companies
Right.
use them
Yeah.
to lure the people and gain benefit from them.
Right.
So this is the kind of saying that happens even in the medical field. Also, many medicos think that way, that psychiatrists usually they are puppets of the pharma
They're just
companies and all.
looting.
They're looting.
Yeah, people don't take mental health seriously. That's one thing. Like, a lot of people even think that these things are like rich people's disease. Like you will never see a beggar having mental health disorders or something like that. These kind of things I have heard, which hurts a lot because everybody goes to these things. Maybe they don't say it. Maybe they don't go to a doctor and get diagnosed, but we do. But yeah, people don't take mental health seriously. Most of the people, at least in India, they don't take mental health seriously.
I think it is also because of the affordability.
Yes.
Since most of the rich people can afford,
Afford it, yes.
not only just rich people, or you can consider at least middle income group,
Yeah.
they can afford to pay for mental health issues. So that's the reason why you see the stats where only rich people or MIG people can get the things done. But poor people, of course, they will have these mental health
They
issues.
will have, but they can't afford
Yes.
it. That's it.
They
That's why
cannot
you're not
afford.
seeing the stats.
Also, they don't have enough awareness as well.
Yes, right. Obviously, even we don't have any awareness. So how can we even say that they will have any awareness, right? The people who are not much on internet and all, the people who are always on internet, they don't have awareness. So how can you expect someone doesn't have internet access to have awareness of mental health, right?
Because
So
people doesn't seek any useful information from internet because they watch Big Boss.
Oh,
What do you expect from people?
yeah.
There was this shit shows like Big Boss, these voyeuristic idiots. क्या बोलूं?
And they just keep scrolling, just random shit. They just keep scrolling through random shit, hours and hours. They just keep scrolling. They don't watch any long form videos because they don't have the attention span of long form videos. They don't have that focus to. They don't like grasp any knowledge from any videos. They just randomly go through Instagram. Yeah, that's it. TikTok, Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
This has become an epidemic, or
Oh,
you
yeah.
can call it a pandemic as well.
Right,
It's just that we kind of become so superficial.
Yes.
We are thinking that we only have to know everything on a superficial basis, but
Yes.
nothing in depth.
In depth, yeah, yeah.
So that's the reason why I think even current Gen Z generation, they know a lot of stuff, but they don't know anything in depth. It's like, they're
Right.
jacks of all trades, but master of none.
None, yeah. All at
Yeah.
surface level. They
All at surface level. Even relationships, if you ask me.
Yes. Oh wow. Gen Z and relationships, you can't even tell. They have so many terms these days, like breadcrumbing, cushioning, something.
What is cushioning?
I don't know, man. Like they have so many terms: love bombing, breadcrumbing, cushioning. There are so many terms. Ghosting. You are aware of ghosting, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I recently got breadcrumbed.
Can you please explain what is breadcrumbing?
Breadcrumbing is that someone is giving you enough attention, just enough attention to keep you hooked. That's it. They're not giving you full attention, 100% attention. They're just giving you just enough attention to keep you hooked. They're not ghosting you completely. Like they will respond you after 10 days or 20 days whenever they feel like it. That's kind of called breadcrumbing, is what I know. I'm not sure.
It's like they're keeping those people on the bench,
Right.
kind of like benching.
Benching, yeah, there's a term called benching.
Benching as well, yeah. Okay. I don't know what to say. Technically, I belong to the generation Gen Z, but
You're not Gen Z, you're Gen Z.
yes, I was born at 1997. I think 1996
Should be millennial, right?
hota hai. Like, see, I have all the friends who are millennials,
Yeah.
or maybe we are like technically at the transition phase where the millennials are ending and the Gen Zs are starting. So
Right.
we kind of have both traits. So I guess it makes sense why we are so confused, our generation especially.
Yes,
The
yes.
late 90s.
Yes.
They are like confused. You ask anyone, you just tickle them and they'll start crying. क्या हो रहा है life में?
I don't know what the hell is going on. Like,
It's a crazy space out there.
right. Okay, so next question. How do you usually deal with stress, anxiety, or low days?
I'd love to answer this question, but I think maybe YouTube algorithm might delete your video.
Why?
No, just kidding. Of course, yeah, stress, anxiety, and anything that makes you feel low, I'll enjoy the process instead of diverting or
You'll accept it.
I'll accept
Acknowledge
it as it is. Of course, I'll be frustrated for a little while, but again, there is a slight क्या बोलते stoic approach of mine. Sometimes I activate these different types of personalities depending on my situation. So at that particular time, I'll activate my stoic nature, personality, and that helps me a lot.
Okay.
So whenever I feel low, stressed, or whenever I feel like my boss is saying bullshit,
Yeah.
I'll be frustrated. At the same time, I'll be like, ठीक है, जाने दो, छोड़ दो.
Okay. Just ignore it.
Ignore.
Okay.
So I'll be ignoring the person or the root cause, and I'll accept the situation as it is.
They say ignorance is a bliss, right?
Yeah. So I'll be thinking of this thing that whenever I'm completely accepting something into me, only then I feel alive as a
Right,
person.
right.
If not, you're nothing. No.
You're not even a human being, right?
You're not a human being. See, life is just a kind of bell curve where you see the ups
And downs.
and that continues as
Yes,
ups and downs, ups and downs. It's
It
like a
will
sound
not
wave.
be like linear.
It's not linear, of
Yes,
course.
yes.
So you enjoy the highs. Why
Yes.
not lows?
Right,
That's
right.
what I believe.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point because people don't want the lows. They only want the highs, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen in life. Life doesn't work like that.
Yes. So what happens eventually is the intensity of low feeling will get reduced because you're enjoying it. Enjoying as in you're not like dancing with the lows. It's just that you're in the moment.
Yes.
And you're accepting,
Acknowledging.
it as it is.
Yes.
Part of Zen philosophy ऐसे भी होता है, like
Yes, yes.
accept it what
Right,
it is.
right,
ऐसा.
right.
So then you will you will actually the amplitude of the highs will be so high, and the amplitude of lows again will be so low, because at that moment also you're finding joy in that.
Joy in that, yeah.
And probably, what I do when I feel bad, I write.
You're right.
Yes. So I write.
You're writing a book as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm writing a book.
You write amazing. You're writing. I heard that. I read that book prologue, and it's amazing. I'm sure it's gonna be a bestseller if you publish it. No. That's true. That's true.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So you write.
I write.
That's like a therapy, right?
That's like therapy, yeah. And majority of even if you ask me, any psychiatrist will say that write down all your problems first.
Right. Yeah.
There is this book called The Body Keeps the Score.
Yes.
Even in that book, I think I have read it when I was at my lowest of my, I was hitting the rock bottom at that point, and
Okay.
I read that book.
Okay.
I just stopped at one point where, the author says you have to start writing your problems and then check it out, how you feel about it.
Okay.
So I've written a complete memoir kind of, not even memoir, what do you say? A complete biography of my own self till now. And that helped me a lot.
That feels good, right? That feels good. Yeah.
That helped me so much that later on I felt like these kind of the problems that I had since my childhood, they're like TK, you have to live with it. It's not like I completely ignored them, but now I learned how to live with them.
How to live with
Yes.
it. That's important. Yeah, right. Yeah. So, okay, the next question. Have you ever heard of terms like ADHD, bipolar disorder, or neurodivergence, and what do they mean to you?
I think we have already discussed this topic again. Yes, I have heard of these terms. And ADHD is pretty much common in autistic disorders,
Yes.
especially.
Yes, right.
If you see autistic children, they find
They have both kind of ADHD and
ADHD,
autism mixed.
yes.
Yeah.
ADHD is like autism is an umbrella under which ADHD falls.
Yes. Actually, these all, I feel like these all come with a package, If someone has one thing, they'll have a lot of different things like ADHD, OCD, bipolar disorder, what not. They'll have a lot of things.
Yes, it does happen.
Yeah.
But you cannot, yes, that's a valid point actually. You cannot ignore all the other differential diagnoses
Right.
for psychological diseases. See, I'm a psychology student, by the way.
Yes.
I've just recently joined in my master's program. So what I've known about psychology is that you cannot just ignore. See, if you have ADHD, you cannot ignore the other disorders or other issues, I would call.
Yes.
So all these things also you have to consider.
Yes.
That's what I got to learn.
Yeah.
So since you have said, it's a valid point actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to acknowledge all the problems that you have, right? Like I got diagnosed with bipolar, but I feel like I have ADHD. I was not diagnosed with ADHD because I don't know why people don't diagnose with ADHD, even if it's like clear cut ADHD. It's like 100% ADHD, but I don't know why it is a problem. Like people tell that I have ADHD, but I got misdiagnosed with something else like bipolar or depression or whatever it is. But I feel like I have ADHD and bipolar and a bit of OCD, so I come with a package.
Makes sense. I can clearly see that. I saw that already.
Yeah, right.
So, since we are talking about this particular thing that you have been diagnosed with BPD,
Yeah.
and then you have been up kind of like you have few traits of ADHD
Yes.
and few traits of OCD. So I would like to say this thing that every person has a minimal amount of traits,
Right.
not the symptoms or not the disease by itself, disorder by itself.
Right.
You will have the traits. So even I had few things that I feel obsessive about,
Yes.
because I have cleanliness obsession.
Yes.
I'm a medical professional, so obviously I'll be washing my hands so much that I lost all the moisture. Now my skin looks like reptilian skin. Yes, yeah, it is a reptilian skin. Yeah.
That makes sense because
Yes.
you deal with medical stuff, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Even before that as well, I think it was in my 9th year, I guess. I was in my second standard, I guess. जहाँ पे moral science का classes चलता है. So there was one class where they taught about cleanliness,
Okay.
basic cleanliness, and I was so obsessed after that. The teacher taught me how to wash your hands, how to, even open the tap.
Okay.
You open with your left hand,
Okay.
you wash your hands, and again you have to use your left hand to close.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, yes.
You cannot use your right hand again. So this is the kind of, teaching that I
Yeah.
got into, and
Yeah.
I was inspired by that. Since then, I started developing this obsessive feelings about,
Disorder?
not disorder, yeah.
That's the call it. Obsessive.
Or you can call it cleanliness obsession.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, cleanliness OCD I had. And I also have a lot of other distractions. Like I'd say a funny story
Yeah.
where my parents and we went for a dinner, and like it was not so far from our home.
Okay.
It was a small restaurant, and we went for a dinner. And my dad forgot his wallet.
Okay.
So it was like उस टाइम पे फोन पे नहीं चलता था. So he asked me to go and bring the wallet घर जाके. So I had my bicycle. ऐसे घूम के जा रहा था. I went to my home.
Yeah.
I opened that क्या बोलते हैं rack
Okay.
to touch the purse. वो यही पे मेरे सामने suddenly neighbor वाला some auntie called me. बेटा कहाँ आप लोग, like she called, just call me.
Yeah.
And I was distracted. I went and talked with my aunt,
Yeah.
and then I forgot
You forgot
the main task. I forgot. I went back to my to the restaurant,
Where's the wallet?
and my dad was, where's wallet? I was like, भूल गया.
That is so funny.
And he understood. Okay.
It's classic ADHD.
He understood that अरे मैं तो भूल गया हूँ. अच्छा, on top of that you forgot twice.
You literally forgot the main reason you went home, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I switch my vehicles as well. जहाँ पे some vehicles doesn't have proper lock mechanism.
Yeah.
And any key can fit into
Yes,
it.
yes.
एक दिन ऐसा हुआ था, I brought someone else's bike, which looks almost similar to my bike. Yes. And उस बंदा ने क्या किया? He went to the police station for his bike.
Okay.
And मैं घर आया था. I didn't know all this stuff. I was like,
You came home with his bike.
from a क्या बोलते हैं, tiffin shop.
Okay.
घर गांव में होता है ना. So I went home. पार्क किया था. ऊपर गया, टिफिन खा रहा था. Suddenly my cousin came and I was like, ये नीचे का बाइक किसका है? I was like, हमारा ही है ना. And then suddenly I was like, Amitesh, don't you have any sense? Are you insane? कहाँ है तुम्हारा attention? जाओ एक बार देखो बोला. I rushed down and I saw, oh shit,
Someone else's bike.
yes, it was someone else's bike. And I went
did
back.
you do,
I went back. The tiffin shop owner said, अरे तुम्हारा बाइक नहीं है. And like, ये बाइक वाला.
So your bike was there?
मेरा बाइक was there.
Okay.
And जो गया वो police station गया. I had to go to the police station.
You had to go to the police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Request him not to complain. So it was a mistake.
Yeah. It was
And
a
my bike
genuine
was over
mistake,
there. It
yeah.
was a genuine mistake. But the awkwardness of facing that situation, that अरे ऐसे कैसे भूल जाता तुम.
How? Literally.
So I am technically the CEO of zoning out.
There's a book. I don't know the exact story about a hat or something. Somebody by mistake instead of bringing his wife, he brought a hat or something like that. And there's a
the hat.
hat. Okay. Yeah, like instead of like what you have done with bike, he has done with his wife. Something like he has switched his wife or something like that. I forgot that. That's probably a classic or something like that. The man with the hat or something, blue hat or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, that reminded me of your story. Reminded me of that thing.
You also have to. I mean, sorry to cut in between.
Yeah.
Since we are discussing about ADHD, we should also discuss about the H part.
Yeah.
We only discuss about the attention
deficit,
not the hyperactivity.
Hyperactivity. That is like a superpower.
Yes.
No, sorry. I'm talking about hyperfocus. Hyperfocus is like a superpower, but hyperactivity
Is it depends on who leverages that.
Yeah, right.
In what way, in what direction.
Right.
Yes, you should be hyper at times, but not all the time.
Yes.
And yes, hyper focus is good, of
Yes.
course.
It is great. Like as you said, right? You can complete 8 hours of task in 1 hour. So that is hyper focus. So
Yes.
we are good at that.
Yes, with not making any mistake as.
Yes, right.
So it will be like, in that zone, and then a continuous streak of not doing anything,
Right.
followed by not doing
3 days of not doing anything.
anything. You'll be like, chala, my brain has done enough. Lazy.
Brain fried. Now I'm gonna sleep for 3 days.
ADHD का एक और क्लासिक साइन है that your battery works in such a efficient way that एकदम suddenly you feel completely, क्या बोलते, low energy.
Low energy. Right. Yeah.
You cannot talk to anyone.
Yes. Social battery drains out too
Yes.
quickly. Oh my god.
Yes.
If I am social on a weekend, then the whole week I'll be like, I don't want to talk to people.
Exactly.
I want to avoid people. My social battery is gone.
Yeah.
It's like that in ADHD.
Happens. That's
Yeah.
true actually, because even at workplace also we face a lot of issues. Like for example, I was again a hyperactive person, so छोटा मोटा काम के लिए भी बहुत ज़्यादा reactions होता है हमारा. Like if you listen to a loud third,
Yeah.
even the most feminine person in the room doesn't react at all, but you're like, क्या हुआ? Again, I'm not being a sexist here. It's just that usually females' reaction is more.
Yeah. Like even to cockroaches.
Yes, their reaction speed is so more, not the
Right.
reflexes,
Yeah.
but they'll just react
React. Yeah.
faster
Yes.
compared to men.
Male, yeah.
But typically in ADHD, our reaction time will be very fast that we don't even notice that we have reacted.
That's so true. I'm really enjoying this conversation. Okay. So it doesn't even feel like a podcast. It feels like we are just chit chatting, right? We are chit chatting with a camera on. That's it. Okay. So next question: have you ever been to a psychiatrist or therapy, or considered it? And what was your experience like?
I was beaten up by a psychiatrist.
Your stories are so funny. Our viewers will enjoy it so much.
Hopefully. एक situation में I behaved in such a way that even the psychiatrist couldn't control me. I wasn't admitted to the hospital yet.
Okay.
I was just, क्या बोलते?
Visiting
It was
him.
just a visit
Visit,
with
okay.
him, and there was a certain moment in my life where I made a crazy decision.
Okay.
I couldn't say it out. But due to that decision, everyone freaked out and everyone was like, Amitesh, you have to control right now.
Okay.
Your decision making is poor. So we'll have to take you to the psychiatrist. Not everyone, my friends, especially one of my close people who are again into medical profession, so they kind of pushed me. And
And you visited a psychiatrist.
I visited a psychiatrist. He slapped me on my face.
The psychiatrist slapped you.
Yes, in a
Seriously?
funny way.
Okay.
In a funny way.
Okay.
But yeah, at times you feel like you did a lot of shit things, and now you realize in retrospect you're like, अच्छा ये सब हुआ क्या?
You have a lot of weird life experiences, right? Yeah, right. I know that.
Yeah.
And okay, so what's been one of your hardest mental health days, and what helped you survive it?
I'd say
Like how you survive it?
how I can say, see, 1 year ago, you can probably edit this, the gaps and bits. 1 year ago, I faced one of the most crucial point of my life where I left my job for different reasons
Okay.
to develop myself into a different personality altogether, to grow in a different way where I envision my life to be.
Okay.
बट अचानक से कुछ और हुआ,
Okay.
कुछ और आया, कुछ और हो गया.
Okay.
And these things that are not under your control.
Yes.
those things happened in my life and I wasn't able to take it anymore. मतलब इतना time है. I'm 28 right now and this happened in my 27. So 27 years tak I was taking
Okay, yes.
all the pain, all the, issues, identity crisis, existential issues.
Oh man, I do face that even now, existential crisis.
We do, of course. We are overthinkers,
Yes.
professional overthinkers. We do. So, at that point of my life, it was a critical juncture where, I had to choose progress. At the same time, I had to take time for myself.
Okay.
And this marriage doesn't happen. Progress के लिए you can't take time off.
Right.
You have to run. भाग के चलना है. So, I was like so depressed, so clueless, and then I kind of figured out a way.
Okay.
As I said, I have read that book, The Body Keeps the Score, and I have read a lot of other books regarding mental health. And I found out that the mantra is basic. It's pretty simple. One, you have to numb down your senses. Numb down as in not in a controlled way
Okay.
or not in a forced way.
Okay.
You should not invite unnecessary thoughts.
Right,
अगर तुमको
right.
एक thought आया तो you should be feeling like, is it necessary for me? Is it important for me?
Right.
Then I'd swiftly change my focus from that thought to some other.
Some other thought.
And number two, you should start doing meditation. Meditation is something that works like miracles.
And how do you meditate? Because I have a monkey mind. I feel it. I find it so hard to meditate.
I know, I can understand. तो मंकी माइंड्स में क्या होता है कि सॉरी टू कॉल यू मंकी माइंड बट सिंस यू सेड सो मंकीज क्या सुनो सो मंकी माइंड इज नथिंग बट योर इमोशनल सेल्फ इज टेकिंग द प्रेसिडेंस ओवर द कॉन्शियस माइंड
Right.
राइट तो मंकी माइंड्स में क्या होता है सिंपली you will have to work so much to control your emotions and उसके ऊपर you have to put your consciousness,
Okay.
your conscience.
And how do I do that?
Yes, उसके लिए क्या करना है कि पहला तुम्हारा so meditation process बताता हूँ what happens during meditation, then you will be, it will be easy for you to understand.
Right.
So meditation process में क्या होता है कि whenever you are stopping unnecessary thoughts coming into your mind, not forcefully again. So meditation mein you usually focus, there are a lot of techniques.
Yes.
You can do guided meditations as well. You can do several other meditations
Breathing
where
one.
yes, you can use visual cues, auditory cues or breathing. So I usually breathe. I focus on my breathing. So what happens was I follow this 6-4-8 जैसा.
Breathing pattern.
There are different kinds of techniques. 4-4-4-4 box breathing बोलता है, and there's one more 4-6-8 बोलता है. Inhalation 4, you have to hold your breath for 6 and 8 for exhalation.
Okay.
So your focus will be on the counts,
Okay.
on the number of seconds that you are holding breathing. So basically, Ananya, meditation is a process where you will learn how to focus and how to delete the unnecessary and unwanted thoughts or impulses.
Right.
You got it. So how meditation works? Since meditation is nothing but the process of understanding or probably observing your breath patterns
Okay.
and thoughts, and in fact understanding your whole body, how it works.
Right.
It's like more imploring rather than exploring. Got it?
Right.
So meditation mein pehla thing is that you focus on your breath by different techniques. There are different types of techniques like 4-6-8 breathing, 4-4-4-4 breathing, which is box breathing used by sports people, and there are several other like there are again breathing exercises as well, diaphragmatic breathing, pursued lip breathing, and glossopharyngeal breathing. These might also you can add up in the meditation.
Okay.
Usually. Okay.
Okay.
So क्या होता है कि the thoughts that are only necessary, they will be coming into your mind with time.
Okay.
Unnecessary thoughts filter out हो जाता है अपने आप से. But for that, first you have to practice how to filter it out.
Time. Yeah. It will take time.
It will
right?
take time and it's pretty boring. Like
Boring thing.
boring thing, of course.
Obviously.
It's pretty boring.
So how do you actually do that? Can you explain the meditation process?
So my meditation routine is generally a very small time that I can afford to meditation. It's just 15 minutes to 20 minutes that I could,
Okay.
based on my schedule. So what I'll do is, I have these beads. I'll just show you.
Oh,
These are
yeah,
Karungali
I've seen.
beads. Okay,
What is it?
these are Karungali beads.
Okay, what does?
So this is like, see,
Is it something religious?
it is religious, but I am not a religious person, by the way. But
Yeah.
I use religion for my own sake. Of course we can, right?
Yeah.
It's part of nature.
Right.
So each bead,
Okay.
whenever I finish one breath, I'll roll the bead
Okay.
again. दूसरा breath के लिए
Okay.
again I'll roll. So by this way there are total 108 beads,
Okay.
and total 108 times I'll roll it.
Okay.
बस हो जाता.
So you'll breathe 1 or 8 times.
108 times, and it takes around like 20 minutes roughly.
Okay.
For like, it takes 16 seconds for one breath. So most probably,
So during that time, do you get any overthinking? Like, do you get any unnecessary thoughts or something?
yes, of course, they are part of meditation. You cannot ignore them, or you cannot expect that they doesn't come at all.
Yes,
All
yes.
you have to do is
You need
to
to observe them, right?
observe them and where it is coming from, and slowly say to yourself that no, this is not my thing, or this is not the thoughts that I need for myself to survive.
Right.
These thoughts are like, chota mota insects that come and poke you, or
Yes.
bite you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you can, there are options that you can kill them, the insects, just like how you kill your thoughts, how you suppress your thoughts.
Yes.
Or you can just gently move them away, or you move away from them.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people suppress, which is not right again, because you need to let it out. I mean, if you can cry if you want to, right? You can at least, suppressing is not a good choice, right? Yeah.
Continuous suppression से क्या होता है कि you're emotionally numb at times,
Yes.
or most of the time.
Yes.
क्या होता है कि you can't invest emotions on anyone due to suppression of your base emotions also.
Right.
You can't feel happy. You have always this stoic face where you don't, your face doesn't move, doesn't make any expression.
Yes.
वैसा बन जाता है usually. No, this is the kind of mechanism your brain adapts when a lot of things are going in your mind and your brain cannot handle them.
Yes.
It temporarily shuts your emotional self off
Okay.
so that
And
you
numb
can
it.
survive. And if it is numb, you don't feel pain, right?
Right. Right.
It's like an anesthesia to brain. Yeah. So that's how it works.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay, so where were we? Next question. Do you feel supported by your family or friends when it comes to mental health?
Not really. Not everyone.
Okay, not by everyone.
Not by everyone. Family अलग है. Family doesn't even understand or
They don't
know.
understand.
They are from a pretty much small town, and their thoughts
Their
are
generation is also different, right? There is a generation gap, so obviously they won't understand.
they have patriarchy in their every ounce of blood.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not against patriarchy. I'm not against anything, in fact. But the thing is that due to patriarchy, we have faced a lot of issues
Yes.
where even men are not given a chance to explore their emotional self.
Yeah. They say men should not cry because crying is for weak, which is so wrong. Crying is for the strong people, like letting the emotion out, acknowledging it, and letting it out instead of suppressing it, right? So men should cry. Why shouldn't men cry? Men are not mechanical, like the men are not machines, right? Men are also human beings.
Even now, even women, girls per se, the Gen Z girls also expect men not to express any emotions.
Yes.
They're like, why are you cry baby? Or why are you a woman in the relationship?
Yeah. They'll
ऐसा
say
कुछ
like
बात हो रहा है, and they are not ready to take people who show their emotions,
Yes.
especially men.
the vulnerability, they don't want that vulnerability. Yeah.
Yes, they don't want the vulnerability side. They don't want to be a mother.
Yes.
ये थोड़ी होता है. Tell me one thing, Ananya. We are humans,
Yes.
and we basically are these chemicals which react to this environment,
Right. That's all we are.
right? So अगर reaction को हम suppress किया तो क्या होता है? It
Doesn't matter whether you're a man, woman, or whatever it is. Like, you need to acknowledge your emotions and express it.
Exactly. At one point, it becomes anger,
Right.
outbursts,
Yes.
or narcissistic behaviors.
Yeah.
You develop that.
You develop it, yeah.
So that's where we are heading into, in fact. Most of these generation men.
Right.
We are already. I'm sorry to use the F word a lot of times. I don't know whether you'll beep it or not.
I'll have to beep it, otherwise
Yes.
YouTube will.
Yeah. Sorry for making your editing part hard. So, but yeah, I like to be talking freely. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
So, we are basically, possible. We are messed up.
Yeah.
Correction. We are messed up in all the ways possible. Like, if you see, our childhood is ruined.
Yes.
Our adulthood is also kind of like
Ruined.
ruined. It just vanished due to COVID. And due to the series of wars that are happening all around the world.
Yes.
And the kind of politicians that we are electing.
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, but mental health में ये सब भी होता है.
होता है, yeah, right.
Your environment decides. And also adding to the point that you have asked previously, क्या करते हैं आप mental stress और anxiety को कम करने के लिए? Physical activities.
Physical activities.
Yes, meditation के साथ साथ you should also do physical activities.
Like working out and all?
Working out, yes, or you can play
Anything.
anything
is
that
physical.
moves your muscles.
Yes, right.
That squeezes the muscles. That's what we need.
Whatever you like, somebody who likes to play cricket, somebody likes to dance, somebody likes to work out, whatever
Not
it
the board
is.
games.
Yeah.
That again goes to the mental part of
Yeah. Anything
exercise.
anything that is physical activity, yeah.
Yes, anything physical you can do.
Right.
So, and also I should also mention this point that along with breathing, even when you're not meditation, when you're not doing meditation, when you're just being in the present, how do you bring yourself into being in the present?
Right, that is
वो
important.
बहुत important है, because constant सोच कब आता है कि when you're overthinking.
We are always overthinking about the past or the future, right? We are not in the present. We are thinking, why did I tell that? Why did I do that about past? We are thinking about the future. The future is uncertain. What do I do? What will happen to me? And we are never in the present. That is the problem, right?
I think so. Yes, that thing is there. So if you're thinking about future or past, it means your mind is uncertain of what to do in the present.
Yes.
So उसके लिए again this meditation is helpful for you, but you cannot close your eyes and do meditation all the time, right?
Right.
So what you have to do is to once in a while, whenever you're doing some work, you should start focusing on your breathing somehow.
Okay.
Like just observe the pattern of your breathing and do not do shallow breathing.
Okay.
Shallow breathing से क्या होता है कि your baseline metabolic activities will be higher in shallow breathing usually, the BP, the heart rate or whatever.
Okay.
When you're doing a deep breathing, all these baseline metabolic activities will be reduced. Your autonomic system बोल के एक होता है, that is an part of your nervous system basically.
Okay.
Autonomic nervous system में क्या होता है कि there are two branches. One is sympathetic nervous system, the other one is parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
So sympathetic में क्या होता है कि all the metabolic activities that needs you to be focused and alert,
Okay.
वो होता, like increase in the heart rate, increase in the blood pressure, or increase in the alertness and excitability,
Okay.
anxiety, ये सब होता है sympathetic में.
Sympathetic.
पैरासिम्पैथेटिक में कंप्लीट ऑपोजिट ऑफ व्हाट आई हैव मेंशनड एर्लियर. सिंपैथेटिक में जो हुआ वो ऑपोजिट होता है.
Okay.
रिड्यूस इन द
Like calmness.
कामनेस, पीस, काइंड ऑफ लाइक लो हार्ट रेट, लो ब्लड प्रेशर, सेरोटोनिन ज़्यादा हो जाता.
That's what we want, right? Dopamine, serotonin.
यस डोपामिन एंड सेरोटोनिन एंड मोस्टली ऑक्सीटोसिन भी ज़्यादा होता है. सो उनके वजह से क्या होता है, यू फील relieved, you feel relaxed.
Right.
So you have to find a way to induce these habits so that at times in your day, at certain times at least you'll feel थोड़ा relaxed, थोड़ा relieved. और deep breathing तुम practice करना है, and if possible you can continue deep breathing throughout the day as well.
Okay.
No big issue.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're doing this continuous deep breathing, your body will be थोड़ा relaxed.
Always in that relaxed state, right?
Yes, and not in the alert zone. जब तुम alert होता तुम्हारा muscles भी ज़्यादा
Like
काम
cortisol
करना
will,
पड़ता.
yeah.
Cortisol will increase and adrenaline will increase.
Adrenaline will increase.
And your acetylcholine will increase. Acetylcholine is again a neurotransmitter just like dopamine, which also activates during excitability.
Okay.
तो क्या होता है, your muscles will become more stiff, and so you develop physical pain as well.
Right.
वैसा भी होता है. So you should focus on this and that. When you should activate your parasympathetic nervous system and when you need a sympathetic nervous system, वो भी
That
पड़ता
is
है.
also
Yeah,
important,
like if a
right?
snake comes or a dog comes, you
Yeah.
can't just say calm. You can't breathe like that. You have to run away. So you have to
Right,
activate
right.
your sympathetic nervous system.
Right.
वो अपने आप से होता है, बस बोल रहा है कि it is also needed. You cannot
Yes.
just completely
That is also important.
neglect it.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Got it. We need to do a lot more podcasts because there is a lot to learn from you.
This will become a 2-hour podcast or something.
Yeah, exactly. And that's good because I'm learning so much from you and they will learn so much from you. So you have a lot of in-depth knowledge about psychology and neuroscience and all. So yeah, you can share that. We can do podcasts more often.
I will learn.
And yeah, I'm actually having fun as well. I'm actually having fun. Okay, so next question. What's the one thing you do that protects your mental peace?
As I said, meditation, and I watch movies.
Okay.
So preserving mental peace, yes, I watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie buff, and I read books,
Okay, yeah.
and I talk shit with my friends so much that their mental peace is gone. I'll extract their mental peace. पता है कि आज क्या हुआ, वहां से शुरू होकर प्लीज छोड़ दो मेरे को.
They'll be like, you are mentally peaceful now, but my mental peace is gone now.
Yeah. Jokes apart, my friends, they understand me and they love me. I'm blessed to have those kinds of friends, and I'm also equally blessed to have you as my friend as also.
Thank you.
Because the kind of words and the kind of topics that we discuss are very diverse. That if any third person is there, consider this camera as a third person, it will die off. With the kinds, I mean, remember that day we met, it was around like 7 hours of podcast.
Yeah, it was. If we had a camera, it would be a 7-hour podcast, right?
We could have released it as a web series with some cliffhangers in between.
We talk a lot. Whenever we meet up, it's like always late. We go home by 1 or 1:30 and we talk like for 6 to 8 hours, right? It's like nothing but podcast.
The reason why I am thankful to you is that you let me talk.
Right.
And the reason why we are talking for hours and hours is that we both are letting each other talk.
Yes. Sharing each other's feelings and we are being vulnerable. And also, there's one more thing why we connect so well is because we have so much in common, so much. Like, we both are writers, we are writing books, we both are content creators, we create content, and we both are dancers. So we have a lot in common, and we love to read. So we have a lot in common.
I want to dance with you, by the way.
Same here. We'll plan that out.
I also really want to read your book as a first reader.
Same here. I want to read that.
Probably we'll become proofreaders for each other's books.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next question. What would you say to someone who's silently struggling with mental health right now?
Okay. I was one of them, so I don't know. I mean, I can't find words if I have to say something to them. I'd rather say you can probably feel safe right now. The world is changing. People are a little bit of aware, and the awareness is increasing.
Right.
So I tell people, everyone who wants to, get into mental health, or who has some issues and wants to solve them, this is the right time. And you have to feel safer with your therapist or with your psychiatrist, and put aside all the social stigma that is there.
And go consult with a psychiatrist or therapist if you need it, right?
Yes, if you need it, do not attach with any chat GPT or any kind of AI. It tells you a little bit, it gives you some answers, but
It's not a professional doctor that can help you,
you
right?
cannot get dependent
Yes, right.
with AI.
Yes.
You need some human intervention.
You
You
need a
need,
doctor. You need a
Yes.
damn doctor, right?
yes, if you
You're
need,
struggling, yeah.
if you're struggling. So, as I was saying, I never had an opportunity or an a situation where I had to go consult a therapist
Okay.
or counselor.
Okay.
I wanted to go. I have few friends, luckily, since I'm in the medical profession. So I kind of say a lot to them and they kind of give me counseling. That's enough for me for now.
Right. That's a free therapy. Friends are like free therapists.
And yes, the reason partly the reason why I'm into mental health is also because I have some issues with my own mind.
Right.
That's the reason why I went into this rabbit hole of learning mental health. And now I'm learning psychology as my master's. Probably I'll be a counselor one day or a therapist. I don't know.
And be a free therapist for me.
Of course, that's the there. We are the friends. Of course, we'll be free therapists to each other. But keeping that aside, yes, everyone should know about mental health, and we shouldn't be,
Stigmatizing it.
stigmatizing it. At the same time, we shouldn't be also not doing such a things that usually I've seen few people who use these words for fancies. ऐसे बोलते
Oh
हैं
yeah,
कि
people say, oh, I have so much OCD.
Yes.
I am so.
I have depression, I have this.
No, dude. If
That.
you don't have it, then don't say it like that casually. Oh, I am such an OCD person. I am such an ADHD person. As if like it's something great to have.
I
No.
think that it is some kind of a label.
Yes, yes, yes.
But labels are not something that you attribute to yourself.
Right.
Labels are probably given by someone, right?
Yeah.
So when you attribute labels to yourself, especially the kind of like DSM labels,
Yes.
be it
Yes.
OCD or any kind of mental health disorders, that kind of gives you an impression about yourself. Your self reflection will be negative.
Right. Right.
You'll be thinking कि सच में है क्या? Oh, मेरे को है. And that slowly ruminates.
Right. Right.
That is not a good thing actually. You might have symptoms, you might have traits, and if you feel like that is uncontrollable, then you need to go to a psychiatrist. Or if you're going through an overwhelming issue and you cannot handle it without any professional support, then definitely go to a therapist or talk to your friends.
Yeah.
Whichever the way it's possible, talk to people. Or some way divert it.
There are communities, there are communities where on Instagram, on WhatsApp, there are communities of ADHD community or mental health community. You can reach out to them.
Of course, Ananya, that is there. You can go to any online communities and feel safer over there because you kind of like see, हमारा जो कैसा हुआ friendship because we share common
Yes, right.
symptoms,
Yeah,
common traits.
yes, yes.
वैसे ही वहाँ भी होता है. You can
Yeah.
find people, you can make new friends. And then you can gel up with them. You feel a sense of security in between
yes.
people. See, we are social animals.
Relate as well.
Yes.
You can relate to them. If somebody has a mental health disorder, oh sorry, I'll keep this. I'll keep this. I'll not edit it out. Yeah, if someone has a mental health disorder and if someone if let's say if I'm neurodivergent, then if I find a neurodivergent friend, then I'll be able to relate to it so much, right? Like
You're not alone.
alone, right? Yeah.
See, loneliness का भी एक तरीका होता है. We are social animals, as I'm saying. As I'm saying, since we are social animals, we cannot function all alone.
Alone, yeah.
Not for so long.
I tried that. I tried doing that. There was a moment in my life, there was a brief moment of period where I wanted to be alone. I don't know it was because of depression or what exactly, but I just wanted to be alone. I was completely introverted. I did not meet anybody. I did not make any friends. I was completely isolated. And now I understand that that is so wrong. That is not how we function. We are, as you say, we are social animals, and we need other people in our lives. Otherwise, we'll get into depression even more. If we are depression if we are into depression and we are not meeting people because of depression, then we are like getting into that depression hole even more, right?
It's like you're getting into a loop of depression
Right.
where you feel like meeting people, but again you feel like you will be depressed.
Yes.
And then you stay alone. You think it is solitary.
Isolate yourself.
Yes, you isolate. It is like, see, there is a difference between being solitary and being isolated. You are isolating yourself, thinking that it is being solitary.
Yes.
And you kind of like feel like good at initial stage.
Initially,
Later on, you will find it so difficult.
So difficult. I know that. I
Yeah.
have experienced that. Yeah.
There are some strong minds, some great minds who lived alone, all alone. Even I have one of my family members who lived all alone. I'm not saying that she didn't have any issues. She was my grandmother's sister. She's also my grandmother. So she lived all alone without her husband. Her husband died engaged
Okay.
at an younger age.
Okay.
So she lived all alone without any kids.
Okay.
She used to take care of us. But I think maybe even she doesn't. I mean, I don't feel like she doesn't even have any issues, Aisa. She might have.
She might have some friends at least, I
She
guess.
had some friends, but most of her waking hours she'll stay all alone.
All alone.
That's what I feel like. I freak out when I see her. But whenever I ask her, she tells that I'm so happy alone.
Wow, there's so much to learn from her actually. Like how does she manage it?
I think it is very subjective, Ananya. So we cannot, unless or until we are in under their circumstances, then only we can understand what and why they are doing this.
Right.
So even a hardcore level of empath can also not, understand what happens in a solitary mind,
Right.
right? They prefer being alone. Yes, there are some lone wolves in humans, but evolutionary we are not.
We are not, yeah.
So that's what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, like I am an introvert, and there are so many people who are introverts and they don't meet people at all. And I was one of them. I was completely isolating. But now I understand. Like now I don't understand. Like how did I live like that? Because now I need people. At least like once a week. At least I need somebody to talk to. So yeah, that's what. Like I don't know like how your grandmother sisters function that way. It's like I want to do podcast with her right now.
She's 98, by the way. Few people from foreign, they have taken her photographs. I don't know why. They have come and they have taken her photographs. Maybe, one of the longest people living in India.
Right.
Guess so. She doesn't even wear chappal, Till now she doesn't wear chappal. Even in COVID, she survived. She didn't even survive. She thrived.
She thrived.
She thrived without even a mask.
Wow, this is
Such a strong lady.
such a strong person. I mean, I wish we could actually do a podcast with these kind of people, right?
Even now she survives with only a coffee.
Wow.
A cup of coffee every 2 hours or 3 hours, but that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And totally alone.
Totally alone.
That's
And
crazy,
she's
man.
financially still independent.
Whoa, 98 and still independent. Oh, wow, that's
So
great.
yeah, so crazy people, crazy things. There are a lot of things that happens.
Yeah.
Crazy, random ass shit. But one thing I'd like to say, people, is that find your greater purpose.
Right. Now you have come to the point.
So I wanted to be a last punch, Aisa. So I tried. Because we all have existential crisis, dread. Why are we here? So-called nihilistic thoughts will come into your minds.
Yes. I am having that too much, way too much right now. Even though I have a
having it right
purpose right now, like since a few weeks, I've been having this existential crisis where I'm feeling like, why am I here? What is the meaning of life? What is the point of life? Because I'm not adding any value. That's happening because See, I have a purpose. I feel like everyone should have a purpose because that gives them like, see, religious people, they have their own purpose. They feel like, okay, I'm here for God, right? That is their purpose. And that's what there's a book called Everything is and there's another book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving, both by Mark Manson, and he discusses about these topics in depth so well. Like, these two are my most favorite books.
They're like
He
your go-to books.
always, yeah. So he discusses about nihilism, he discusses about existential crisis, and why people who are atheist, and he himself is an atheist.
Okay.
So why people who are atheist are more prone to these kind of existential crisis, because religious people flock to religion. He says that people flock to religion to draw hope, to draw hope, and whenever there is uncertainty, to draw that certainty, to draw purpose, that's their everything for the religious people. Like they say, like Bhagwan dekh lega, right? If whenever they face a problem or challenges, they're like, God will save us. There's God. Why are you here? Because of God. But we atheist people, we don't have that, right? There is a huge void. We don't have anyone to rely on. We don't have a purpose. Like, we don't have a purpose to, we don't have any hope basically.
It's like, keeping purpose aside from this particular topic, I'd like to discuss about just religion or God per se. Yes, God believers, definitely they have a default answer for every existential question.
Right.
That's where atheists differ from a theist.
Right.
I'm an agnostic. My situation is more messed up. It's like, I do think that there is some supernatural power, but I don't feel like defining it in
Defining it as a god or something.
as God or
Right.
natural,
Right.
natural things or human things.
Right.
So वैसा मेरा चलता. But atheists, there is this problem that you have these constant questions hovering in your mind, and you feel like you're in this loop of
Yeah.
finding answers for everything, but you cannot in your lifetime, because studying the universe is it's almost like
It's never ending
millions of
process.
years, millions
Yeah,
of
it's
billions
never
of years have passed. It's a
Yes.
never ending thing,
Yes.
and you're just a minute fraction of that time scale.
Yes, right.
तो उसके वजह से existential dread will be so much
So much in atheists.
in atheists.
That is what Mark Manson discusses in the book. Like, this is why,
I would like to read that.
yeah, everything is love it. You totally love it.
You have to beep your own.
Yeah. both the books, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a and Everything is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a bestseller. It's a very famous book, and I loved Everything is more because that actually goes deeper into these kind of religion, atheist, and existential crisis and all, nihilism. I am a nihilistic as well, very much nihilistic. So yeah, I mean, this is
As in, you feel like nihilism. I would like to ask a small question.
Yeah.
Because it was my doubt. You feel like nihilism is something that should be sowed, nurtured, or you have to kill it right away? The thought of nihilism. Because see, nihilism से क्या होता है? You feel like you don't have a meaning in your life.
Right.
उसके वजह से you don't feel motivated to do something. तुम्हारा जो purpose का जो चलता है dream,
Right.
you feel like क्यों करना है?
What's the meaning?
What's the meaning? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So how will you handle this kind of like you have this driving passion of doing YouTube content creation and spreading awareness
Yes.
of mental health.
Yes.
So again, you feel like you're saying that you are a nihilist. So
Yes.
ये कैसे चलता है?
So the thing is, there is something called optimistic nihilism,
Yeah.
which I try to follow. So which is like, there's two things can happen. If you think like, oh, nobody cares, that is like you're being sad, like nobody cares, what should I do, nobody cares about me, and you can be happy about that, nobody cares, I can do whatever the I want to do, right? So yeah, there's two things, like optimistic nihilism, and one nihilism is the negative part, where you don't find meaning in life, you're being nice, existential nihilism. And another one is optimistic nihilism. I try to follow that. I'm like, yeah, there's no meaning in life. That's good. Let's enjoy it. I don't have to find meaning. I don't like. Nobody cares. Just like that. Nobody cares. Good. Just like we're shooting in public, right? So we might think that we're shooting in public, we are just literally shouting in public, and we're shooting, and we might think that people are looking at us, and we might get nervous, we might think people would judge us, but we can also think like nobody cares, right? So yeah, that's
The next minute, the other person might just go away, and we feel like the next minute he'll be going away.
yeah, right.
He won't even care for us. He won't even feed us.
Remember us. He won't even
अगर
remember
फीड
us.
करना है तो एक बर्गर दे दो भाई. खाते हैं हम. भूख लग रहा है.
Right.
So बर्गर के बाद.
बर्गर के बाद we actually it got cut, so yeah, बर्गर के बाद.
When we are adding in parts ना, we can do a poetic editing pattern.
Yes,
ऐसा
right,
कुछ तो कर सकते हो. Yeah.
I'll take care of that editing part. But anyway, as we are talking about existential crisis, nihilism, and all, so there's an amazing book on that as well, Man's Search for Meaning, where the guy who's the writer, who's a doctor, he was at the Nazi concentration camp, and he has seen thousands of people dying. Why? Not because of disease or not because of anything else. They died because they had no hope. They had no hope to live for. They have nothing to live for. So that's why they died. There was a small story over there, like a man saw a dream that by this date, suppose 25th of September, we will be free from the Nazi concentration camp. He saw this dream, okay, and he believed in this dream like anything. He was manifesting it. He was trying to manifest that they will be out of this torturous life. So when this date is after 25th, he dies. He dies out of nothing. There was no problem. He didn't have any disease, anything. He died because he didn't have that hope anymore. After 25th, when he realized that okay, it's 25th now, and we are not free, so he died because he was out of hope. He was hopeless. Just because he was hopeless.
Very terrible.
It is, yeah. So this is what the doctor talks about, the existential vacuum, the existential crisis, and the hopelessness. This is what the book is about, and this book is again amazing. It's a best-selling book, and I really recommend people to read this book. Many people have actually read it because it's a very famous book. So yeah, he talks about a lot about nihilism, existential crisis, and from that he never lost hope. That is something very, like, that is a positive thing that we can learn from. He never lost hope, and after he was out of that camp, he wrote this book, and this book became the bestseller.
So he was alive after.
He was alive. He was alive.
That have seen.
Yeah.
Wow. He must
you-
have PTSD, I guess.
He probably had, but he was still hopeful that I will get out of it. He was still hopeful that I'll make something better out of it,
Better and meaningful.
meaningful out of it.
That's
yeah.
where I am telling
Purpose.
people to find their purpose, because like if you are on a journey to find your purpose, this is why I was born for.
Yes.
I have to do something.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like an obligation again. It's just that you feel passionate about doing something.
Yes. Yes.
तुम्हारा time ना ऐसे चल जाता if you're doing something.
See, you're a doctor, so you must be passionate about this, and you must feel like, look, I'm saving people's lives. So that is my purpose, and you're also a content creator and writer, so you have a lot of purposes.
A lot of facets.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of reason to live for, right? You don't feel like, oh, I have nothing to live for. You can, whenever you feel low on your low days, you can think about this, that you're saving lives.
That can definitely be a fuel, but one thing is very clear, that if you have multiple passions, that is again a blessing in disguise, I would say.
Right,
Because you know
agree.
what happens is that you don't know which to
Which one
focus.
to follow? Yeah,
To
which one
focus or follow.
on.
You know, see, there is an overarching purpose for me that to make people's life better
Yes.
or happier.
Right.
Anyone, be it anyone. It's not just my patients, it's just a random person that I meet or a random animal that I meet.
Right.
I feel like they are my friends.
Yes.
So I talk to them, I try to converse, I try to, you know, tickle them, somehow poke them, do whatever the I want. So basically, it's my thing that, you know, I have this overarching क्या बोलते हैं, purpose that, you know, to make people's lives better, happy, simple.
That's
my-
good. That's good.
So whenever I feel like overwhelmed by all this passion, multiple passions and multiple interests,
That is actually overwhelming, right? If you're multifaceted, if you have multiple passion, which again happens with people with ADHD.
Yes.
We have multiple passion and we have multiple things we are skilled at, we are good at, and we are interested at.
adding on that, we are good at everything.
Yes.
Everything that we touch. That's
Yeah.
the problem. It's not like, you know, we are bad at something. We are good at everything. That's the issue.
That is the issue because we feel overwhelmed. Like,
Yes.
which one to do, which path to follow.
It's like, yes, you have to narrow it down, buddy, or else your life will be a mess. Of
Yes,
course.
yes.
See, because I was having keen interest over astronomy, as over cosmology, sometimes filmology. I wanted to become a director at one point. Huh? I have you know, a dancing ka interest, acting ka interest. You know, beat every.
Comedy, stand-up comedy.
हाँ
you've
वो तो
done
भी
it.
वो तो भी अभी कर रहा हूँ मैं पॉडकास्ट में.
You've actually done it professionally, right? Stand-up comedy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did it. I've done theatre arts as well. So not boasting about myself. These
You're
are
a
all
content
things that-
creator, you're a writer, you're a doctor, you have a lot of passion again, and that feels overwhelming, right?
Yes, that feels overwhelming most of the time. So
There are certain people who don't have any passion at all, and then there are us.
they're happy.
They're happy, and then there's us. We have so many passions, we don't know which one to focus on.
It's like you see. I would consider this thing as a keen interest towards living your life to the fullest.
Right.
Because you cannot live a normal life. Normalcy is nothing but dead to you.
Yes.
As I think maybe Shah Rukh Khan said once in an interview, don't be normal because normal is nothing but dead.
Right. I agree.
Be different.
Yeah.
So we are different in such a way that even different people thinks that we are different.
Yes.
Okay? मतलब ऐसा होता है कि you know, you find all the mainstream things boring.
Right.
बीट शादी करना है बोरिंग,
Boring.
बच्चे को पैदा करना बोरिंग. नहीं, गिव मी समथिंग चैलेंजिंग. ओके, ruin your life. Yeah, this is interesting. ये तो इंटरेस्टिंग है, करना है. So you know, multiple passions की यही होता है that you know,
That is the problem.
but there is a solution as well.
Okay.
You have to narrow it down in such a way that एप्पल का फाउंडर पता है आपको, स्टीव जॉब्स, उसने एक स्पीच में बोल दिया. इट्स अ फेमस स्पीच एक्चुअली, यू कैन वॉच इट ऑन यूट्यूब. स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में जब उनको डॉक्टरेट मिला, देन ही गेव अ awesome and excellent speech in which he told about tying, I mean, you know, क्या बोलते हैं, tying the knots, kind of like,
Okay.
or you know, filling the dots.
Okay.
It loosely goes in this way that he did a lot of things in his life that people thought was unnecessary.
Right.
That people thought, ये क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Why is he doing it?
Yeah, but he is doing it with no plan as well. अगर उनका आंसर बताना है तो वो भी मेरे को भी पता
doing it.
है.
He's
Yeah, I'm just doing it. But later on, those other passions or hobbies that he chased during his or childhood or adulthood or college years, those helped him a lot
Right.
in building and developing Apple.
Right.
That's why he said that follow whatever your heart says
Right.
in your early days of your life, and then look back. In retrospect, you feel like all the dots are getting connected.
Right.
So वही होता है हमारा.
True
You
that.
can become an interesting person in the room with multiple interests.
Yes.
मगर एक रूम में एक बंदा ने, if he is talking about everything, गॉड के बारे में, रिलीजन के बारे में, साइंस एंड
Politics,
टेक्नोलॉजी,
science, technology.
जियोपॉलिटिक्स,
Yes.
जियोग्राफी, एंड आई हैव कीन इंटरेस्ट ऑफ जियोग्राफी यार.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. We did that.
यस वी
thing,
डिड
right?
दिस.
Google Maps.
गूगल मैप्स में ट्रिप्स ले रहे हैं ना हम. चलो चलो हिमालयस देखेंगे, जूम आउट.
Africa देखेंगे.
अफ्रीका देख लिया. Yeah, we also tried to find that monster near China. We didn't find it, by the way. So yeah, this kind of time pass things that we do.
Yeah.
Usually people doom scroll.
Yeah. And this is much better than
This
that,
is much
right?
better than that, in a way that you're enjoying every moment of
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Forget about
It's productive. It's at least
it's
productive.
productive.
It's not like you're wasting time scrolling through
Yeah.
Instagram and comparing your life with others. And I did that again. I'm talking and
That's why I was staring at you.
so yeah, you're not just wasting your time scrolling through Instagram, comparing your life with other people's lives and feeling miserable. You're doing something productive, which is great, right?
Still feeling miserable.
Well, that's a different story.
It's like
At the end, you will feel miserable.
the
no,
misery is common. That's what.
no matter what
Buddha
you
said.
do. Yeah, no matter what you do.
Yes. It's like, you find it, yeah. You will understand what you are at one point of your life. You know where to narrow it down.
Yes.
What
Right.
you can do with this multifaceted way of thinking.
Yeah. I actually had this problem. Like, for 5 years, I tried to work in 9 to 5 jobs, but I could not stick.
You cannot.
I left 11 jobs, 11 companies. I absconded from 11 companies. Like, I did not even have the patience to put down the papers and resign properly, like serve the notice period and resign.
Like you jumped out of the window.
Yes, I just left. Like today, I'm feeling like it, I'm not gonna go to work from tomorrow, and I'm not going to work from tomorrow. And even had so many legal mails from Amazon. Mainly, they were trying to take legal action on me because I absconded. My dad saved me anyway with the writing and all. He wrote some letters to Amazon, but anyway, so these things happened, and I feel like these were waste of time, which is not, because I have learned so many things from that period of time, first of all. And another thing, I forgot what I was talking about. Like, sometimes
Classic ADHD.
sometimes this happens when I'm talking about, I started talking about a topic, and then I get diverted here and there. I get diverted, and then I can't remember what actually I was talking about. I was talking about multiple passion, I guess. Yeah. Yes, and then I started YouTube, and even on YouTube, I feel like I have so many passion. I can do so many things. I feel like doing so many things. I can teach people how to edit videos. I can make vlogs. I can make podcast. I can make educational video. I can make entertainment videos. I feel like there's so much to do, and you can't do so many things at the same time, because again, you need to narrow it down, even in life and even in YouTube, because your channel should have a niche. Right? And my channel is mostly about self-improvement, books, mental health and neuroscience, but still I go here and there, and sometimes I do a little bit different stuff, random things, because I feel like it again. But still, I try to narrow it down to these four aspects, like self-improvement, books, mental health and neuroscience. So I try to narrow it down, and this is what we need to do if we have multiple passion. And can you imagine, we were talking about mental health, and from there we jumped from one topic to another topic like anything.
I thought of finding your purpose thing is my last line, but again it turned out to be a different part in a different podcast.
Like multiple interest and all. Yeah. We talked about nihilism, we talked about existential crisis, God, religion, what not. It was just about these 10 questions, and
Not just your YouTube channel, but I think even this podcast doesn't have a specific niche, I guess. So at that times, you have to think that, there's this amazing thing called choice overload.
choice overload.
Choice overload.
Okay.
The reason why I used amazing is it up in a great way.
Right.
So whenever you have choice overload, you can't decide to what to do.
Okay.
लाइफ में क्या करना है,
Okay.
नेक्स्ट क्या करना है, उसके बाद क्या करना है, वो नहीं होता. एक ही बार सब करना है, ऐसा आता फीलिंग. Pardon me with my blundered Hindi. I know that I'm making mistakes in Hindi.
No, it's okay.
So So what you feel is pretty common in, again, spectrum disorders especially, or neurodivergent situations में. तो again, the narrowing down process को कुछ methodology होता है. It's not like, universal methodology or something. You have to find it in your own way.
You have to sort it out.
So as a person who's been into all these things, and now slowly I'm coming out of the choice overload, and now I am clearly in a
Focusing on a few
path,
things, yeah.
focusing on a few things that I wanted to do
Yes.
right away.
Yes.
So I prioritized my interests.
Right. That's important.
One thing, I cannot live without entertaining people.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah. We understood that in the podcast.
I can't have any conversation with a stoic face.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Even if it is the most deadliest and dangerous thing that I'm talking, or if it is most depressing thing,
Yeah.
फिर भी
Still, there will be some.
I'll make it lighter.
There
That's
will be
it.
funny elements.
Yes,
Yeah.
funny moments होता है, होना है.
It is good
Yeah.
actually. It is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it is good, and that's why it makes it so much more interesting.
वैसे होता है ना, right? Like if you see, अभी Instagram में content creation कर रहा हूँ मैं,
Yes,
उसमें भी I'm adding up humor.
Yeah, right.
So that whatever that I say is general boring doctor stuff. Usually people ignore that.
Actually, this is the problem with my channel. My channel is purely educational, and people value entertainment these days. They don't want education anymore. They want infotainment, and that is what you're kind of doing. Infotainment.
Kind of.
You're kind
Not
of
kind of.
doing
Yeah, it is infotainment. Yeah, of course.
Because you're making videos about your physiotherapy and all.
Rehabilitation.
Yes, but in an infotainment way. That is yes, that is like information plus entertainment, and that is good. That is why there's like chances for your channel to take off even like faster.
I don't. I mean, I'm not. Thinking of making my channel grow higher. I mean, my
You should actually, because you make good content, so you should focus on your content creation journey as well.
I think personally, I believe. I mean, it's your kindness that you want me to grow as a content creator. Of course, I want to grow. It's not like I'm constantly or consciously putting efforts to
Right.
make people. It's not like clickbaiting or
Right.
क्या बोलते luring my audience.
Right.
If they find value in
They
in the
will.
words that I'm saying, they will
will
eventually come to me.
Yes.
If they don't enough value or any tangible results from what I'm saying, they'll leave. That's it.
Right. Organically, it
I'm
should
not
be
expecting any monetization or any monetary benefits as such.
Got
That's
it,
what
got
I
it,
meant to
got
say.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
आपको तो थोड़ा different लगता है आपका YouTube journey. It's a different thing, right?
For me, it's different because I'm trying to make it turn my passion into profession. That's what I'm trying to do on YouTube, because I left my job and this is my goddamn everything, right? So that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to turn my passion into my profession, because I feel like this is all I can do. This is everything I can do, and this is like a therapy to me. Talking to the camera. My friend was telling the other day that you're very good at like she made me do an advertisement, short kind of advertisement, yeah, about an app. So yeah, I did that, and she was so happy seeing that. She was like, "You did great. You're like literally born for that. You're good with camera. So this is your purpose, man. You should continue it." So this is what I feel like. I cannot do a 9 to 5 job. That is not my cup of tea. So what else do I do? This is my only option, and that's why I am focusing. I'm giving my 1000%, not even 100%. I'm giving my 1000% effort on this. Yeah, on this, so that I can make it big.
Of course, you will make it big, and you will definitely achieve the path that you wanted to grow into. As a क्या बोलते हैं, as a fitness enthusiast, as a dancer, and as a mental health enthusiast again, as someone who's gone through all these things, I think you deserve it. It's not like you have to find it. तुम्हारा ये क्या होता है, mental health or any kind of health things is pull economy. It's not, you don't need to push so much.
Right.
All you have to do is to stay visible.
Right.
बस visibility से तुमको pull आ जाता है. So people will find you. Definitely, and they'll find your
It is happening, right, right. It is happening, but the growth is very slow, I would say, on my channel. It's not like overnight success. Like what happens with the people who make cringe content, they get overnight success. They make cringe content, and the next day they have 1 million followers. That is not happening with my channel because my videos have not gone viral. Any of my videos have not gone viral yet. So my growth is very slow, I would say, but still there is growth, and that is a positive thing. That is a positive thing. Yeah.
positive thing. So we have to focus optimistic nihilism
Yes,
on the
yes.
positive aspects. Of course, being optimistic.
Yeah.
तो क्या होता है कि with time you will realize the power of even having limited followers as well.
Right.
It's not like having millions of followers that gives them money.
Yes.
The real followers are not the millions.
Right.
The real followers are only the people who
Few hundred maybe.
I'm not putting any number here.
Numbers, yeah.
It's just that people who really find value in you.
Yes.
बस अगर आप Instagram open किया तो you'll find people who make, yes, of course, cringe kind of content or क्या बोलते थे, this kind of rage bait or clickbait kind of content,
Yes.
hatred,
Yes.
nudity, violence.
There are so many weird content that just
happen.
yeah.
I have seen.
They just blow up.
I think I've seen a content creator. I shouldn't be saying this out, but that was a sensitive relationship between two people, and she's kind of like sensualizing the video,
Okay.
trying to sexualize it in a different way.
People do a lot of kind of stuff just to get views, but that's not my motto. I'm not gonna do that in any possible ways. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to focus on my mental health, and even if it's slow growth, but I'm okay with that. I have that patience, and slow growth is better than no growth, right?
Great. Yeah. Slow growth is better than wow. Nice. Slow growth is better than no growth. Nice. And this is my takeaway line. It's crispy, right?
And my takeaway is your meditation techniques that you said. I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna try to get this one as well so that I can
Yeah, this is helpful. Yeah.
this is although I'm not religious and I'm not gonna wear it, because if you wear something then people think that you are religious. I once used to wear a cross, Jesus cross, and I was taken to a church and people tried to convert me into Christianity. So
Yin and yang.
yeah. So I don't want that. I don't want people to mistake me like as a religious person. So yeah, I don't want to wear that, but this is helpful for
But if you wear, people will definitely think that you are religious. So
Exactly.
you might have to tackle it, because even I face a lot of situations where people ask me, "Are you religious?" But I'll just pass away. I will just pass on the moment by saying that नहीं है, मैं religious नहीं हूँ, I'm spiritual. ऐसे बोल देता हूँ.
Right.
I'm deeply spiritual with myself. Yeah, spirituality I do follow.
that is different.
That is different. That is not at all linked with.
People get confused with spirituality and religion, but these two are completely different things, right?
See, if your internal environment is not sufficient enough for your survival, if it is not supporting your happiness,
Right.
somehow you have to find an external factor or an external thing that makes you feel good or happy,
Right,
be it a good dress
Right.
or a good food
Yes.
or this thing.
Whatever makes you happy, man.
Whatever that makes us
Yes,
happy.
yes.
Yeah. That's what I believe in. So I think, yeah, I should probably. Shall I end?
So yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
end it.
yeah. Let's wrap it up because we have talked so long. I guess it's more than 1 hour. I
By
guess,
the way,
right?
I'm not even looking at the camera. That much I'm focused on talking with this girl. So don't consider me. Don't consider me as some lunatic or something. Okay?
No, we are just conversing with each other. So I'm also not looking to the camera. I'm just checking if it's being recorded. That's
See,
it.
this is typical ADHD people talking.
Yeah.
You'll find.
Focused on each other and just talking and hyper focusing on the topics.
Yes.
And yeah.
I mean, almost 1-2 lights are off already.
Already people are so
People
gone
left.
and we are still talking. And
Yes, yes.
yeah. This podcast, I thought like the previous podcast that I had with two friends,
Okay.
those were like 20 minutes long.
Okay.
And this is 1 hour, 20 minutes
The
long.
rocket itself is 20 minutes long.
The raw content is
Okay,
20
wow.
minutes.
So you have directly uploaded the raw one.
Yeah, directly
Chota
uploaded.
mota edits.
Yeah,
Ah.
20 minutes. 20, 23, it's like that. So this one is like more than 1 hour. So it's gonna take me super long to edit, you know?
Release it in parts.
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe not.
This is what I do actually. I release the whole content first, the whole video first, and then I release it in parts.
That works.
Yeah,
That works.
because that way I can get long form content and short form content both. So this video is gonna take me so long to edit, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, these videos. Yeah, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. I would love to make more content with you, more podcasts with you, because
I'd love to talk to you. You are an amazing host and a great friend, by the way.
Same here. You are such an amazing person and a great friend again. It doesn't even feel like that we know each other for such a less time, right? It feels like we know each other for decades, 2 months maybe, but it feels like we have known each other for decades. Like,
Even I feel like there is a constant flow when we are talking. There is no interruption in
There's
between.
no awkward silences. There's no
Yes.
awkwardness. Nothing.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
We're just talking like. We're just talking like two crazy people.
crazy
That's
people
it.
And people ignoring them. On top of that, it feels like we are two different, we are not two different people per se.
Yeah.
We're like tailors.
Yeah. Right.
We are not tailors. क्या बोलते हैं? सुई धागा करने वाला.
Tailor, yeah.
Tailor only?
Tailor,
Yeah. No, I meant
tailor suit.
हाथ का. The one who does manually.
I guess Taylor, I'm not sure.
Oh, whatever so maybe Tyler or Sewer or whoever. So it feels like we are weaving something.
Yes, right.
It
right.
doesn't feel like inorganic,
Forced or, yeah.
forced.
Right. It feels
Something-
like flowing, just flowing.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
that's what I feel like. This is a podcast for me.
Yeah, that's what I feel like when I
With
talk
no
to you.
agenda.
Yes, right. Even when I talk to you, this is what I feel like. And even when I'm talking with the camera and we are making a podcast, this is what I feel like. It just flows, there's no. It's kind of like chit chatting. Even though it's a podcast, we are still just chit chatting, right?
Yeah, I almost forgot that I was in a podcast
Right.
actually. वो तो consciousness रहता है ना, people might be seeing this.
Yeah,
So don't behave weird.
Yeah.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक
But we are
है.
being ourselves. We are just being ourselves. Yeah, that's actually what I want in this channel. Being authentic, as authentic as possible. Being
I
yourself.
tell you people, be authentic to yourself, be yourself, and find your purpose,
Yes.
and probably just enjoy your life. Simply.
Be in the present moment. Enjoy your life. And that's a wrap. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you, Amitesh. No, it was such a pleasure to do this podcast with you. I mean, I enjoyed it so much again and again. I'm saying I enjoyed it so much, and I'm looking forward to do more podcasts with you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us, and bye bye. Take care.